Are you trying to write a sitcom, but you're unsure how many characters to have in your situation comedy? This is something I think about a lot because I am a BBC sitcom writer. I've been writing sitcoms for 25 years for the BBC. And you always start out with a blank sheet of paper and you start filling it with lots and lots of characters, and suddenly you realise you've got far too many characters to be dealing with. Or maybe you don't think you have enough. How many is the right number? Well, I think what you can only answer that question really once you know what the show is really about and who the show is really about. Is it about one person in a larger group? That's what's called maybe a gang show, but it's much more helpful to have one person that it's about. And that character is probably going to be larger than life. So I worked on Miranda for the BBC. I worked on the first 2 series, and that show is about Miranda and about all of the other characters in her life. Or maybe it's about a central relationship, about a father and a son, like in Steptoe and Son, or 2 brothers, like in Only Fools and Horses. And at that point, you can have lots of other characters because it's really clear who the show is about. But when you start developing the show and coming up with plots and ideas, make sure you come up with lots of stories about that central character or about that central relationship. And it may be you start coming up with lots of ideas for the other characters instead, and at which point maybe you've put your sitcom in the wrong place. So go and find the funny bit of that world that you're creating, and that might be where the sitcom is. Anyway, I talk about loads of this stuff at my YouTube channel, The Situation Room, so why don't you go and have a look at that. And also, if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask me, I could make a little YouTube shorts about it and answer your question. So why don't you leave a question in the comments? Thanks very much.